So guys, we're in Baldwinsville, New York today at Buren Park, famously known for this water hole. Really supreme hole. I think it's really good for these beginners to kind of get over some fear of height and getting their shots where they need to be. But we're all warmed up. We got our energy drink in us. We did some resistance band warm-ups, stretched our hips, stretched our legs, stretched our arms, stretched our necks. I'm telling you, it's a sport. You guys got to make sure that you do your stretching. So this is a pretty good hole one. It's 462 feet straight down that hill. You might be able to see the little basket pole over there. There's always a headwind, especially today where it's already windy, cold, and a little bit rainy. But we're going with the Project Grip Drive because I want some overstability with something I know is going to come back. And we're going to rip it. You've really got two kind of main lines. You got your backhand straight down the hill. Hopefully it cuts over. Or if you got a really nasty forehand, you can go up over the hill and have it fade back down by the basket. We're not that good at forehand, so we're just going to go backhand. Not quite where you want to be, but that's why we get two off the top. We're going to keep it money with a nice little Ledgestone edition, kind of semi-flippy nuke. The wind isn't too terrible right now, but let's see what it does for us. So, obviously you can tell, you got about 60 feet worth of distance you got to make up. If I was any good, I'd say I'd have a look at birdie. But in the swirling wind, it's not looking so good for me. Lay it up for par. You know, I'll never be bad about a little 2 foot, a little drop in. Why worry about missing your putt if you just park it? I just wanted to give you guys a good shout out real quick. I'm really kind of just doing this as a little passion project, and I'm really grateful that I have a couple subscribers already, and at least a couple views. Usually I'm not too concerned with the metrics, but the people that are here, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I hope you like it. So, hole 2. It's a nice, I don't know, what's it say here? Par 4, 574 feet. It's a pretty soft par 4 if you ask me. Even for newbies, if you get something understable and you can flip it up or even get like a nice pushing hyzer, as long as you clear this brush and this little tree in the middle, you're pretty much set up to get birdie or at least close to birdie. For this, I'm going time-lapse, retooled version. Shout out to Simon Lazat, because this thing is money. We remember the beefcakes. That was the V1, not the prototype, but the official stock run. Beefy, even for some of the people I play with that are really got them arms. Oh. That's the tree you want to miss. But even for them, it was just a meat hook, and it wasn't enjoyable for kind of the amateur crowd. So, as I was saying, you really kind of want to miss that tree. I'm going to have to try to scramble with something super overstable, try to put it on a spike hyzer, try to work around this tree, because it hit and dropped right in front of it, and it's not looking good. Kind of absolutely not where you want to be. You got this tree in front of you, so on a forehand, you're going to have to worry about smacking your hand. You can't really backhand. Maybe could get like a good patent pending out here, but you got about 280 to make up from here. So I'm gonna do the smart thing. I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna try a nice little flex with the Nordic Phenom that I seem to love so much. Forehand roller's all right. Except when it gut rolls. Really gonna have to scratch for this birdie. So this is a little rough for me. Once again, we got a bush right in front of our face. And we kind of gotta try to work ourselves around it while working with quite a swirly wind, to be honest with you. I'm gonna do the smart thing. I keep wanting to do backhand here, but I have another bush to contend with over here, so let's try to chuck up a forehand and see if we can't get it in. Oh, come on, come on. Oh my God. So I just want you guys to see how close this was. This is maybe like less than a foot from hitting chains for the birdie, but we'll tap it in for par and we'll call it a day on this one. Hole 3 and hole 4 might be my favorite holes pretty much in all of upstate New York. This one's a nice little ace run with some elevation. It's just really fun to just empty your bag on. With the wind, I don't think we're gonna get anything out of it, so I'm probably gonna chuck a couple shots down there. And yeah, I'll show you guys the scene here in just a second. So this is a super nice tunnel shot. We're playing to that basket right there, the yellow band. The blue one's fun. You gotta be pretty perfect with your shot on that. But both are very birdieable, and they're both very fun to try and run. Whipping out the tactic again, P4, razor claw, whatever you want to call it. I like to try to hug this little left side because it's overstable, a lot overstable, and it's going to cut down pretty much where I need it to, and it's never ever going to seem to go farther than I need it to, especially for a shot like this. So we're going just a nice little forehand flexor. A little too high, but that should be well within birdie zone. I have to apologize to you guys already. That was way shorter than I ever wanted it. And I think the headwind kind of has something to do with that. But let's try to get in there and see if we can get something. Give some Anheuser. Oh no. So, a little Anheuser bid, bad wind read. We got a little bit of a comebacker, and these aren't fun, but if you're gonna run it, you at least gotta try. Oh, not even player B. Always sucks taking a bogey on that, but sometimes you don't give yourself the best opportunities, and you gotta live with that. So, hole 4, par 4, 431 feet. Got your triple fours right there. This winds down, goes straight, comes back to the right, creek on the right as well that you want to try your best to avoid. If you send it down the middle gap, you're pretty much golden's just laid up for a birdie. But the wind and the way it's swirling today, I don't have high hopes for myself. You know, you say something about having it not stable out, putting it through the middle gap, and it just doesn't always work. By the way, new color shift, color glow cigar, ledgestone, disc grab drop, money. I love that thing. Alright, I had to set you guys down for a second, get in position. This is a little funky one that I'm kind of in. I'm just going to pick up the cigar again, try to flex it down towards the basket, and hopefully we don't hit the creek. This is a pretty rough spot to be, even though we're 3/4 of the way down. You got to contend with all these little trees. Oh, say it. Oh, I hope it didn't go down. Oh, I'm really thankful. It's right on the ledge, right here. I got just enough. You know, I should probably just lay it up so I don't do any more damage to my score, but who would we be if we, well, you know, just laid it up? So, I'm apparently in the habit of giving myself really rough putts. So we got to step out, straddle, and I fucking suck at straddles. Twice thirds luck. There we go. Hole 5. This is a nice little forehand hole. Got a gap out here to hit. And you want to try to make it into the gap, down the hill, so it's just an easy layup. You got a little elevated putt. Hopefully it sticks, and you don't. But I'm gonna go money nuke again. See if I can't get in there. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Oh, come on. Oh, that's fucking perfect. So, my thoughts on here. Luna, because this one's pretty straight, kind of go high, turn it over a little bit, hopefully make something out of it. Oh. Well, that's not what you want to do. Nuke. Ah, another tree. So we didn't go as far as we wanted to. We're a little outside the circle. I'd say about 33 to 35 feet. Oh, just missed it. We'll tap it in for par. Go on to hole 6. So, as you can see, first few holes at Van Buren, you really gotta struggle with elevation. If you can't tell, I'm a little out of breath just walking up a hill coming out of that hole 5. But beyond this, you don't really see elevation up until you get to like 17, 18 really, but we still got a while before that. So hole 5, it's another par 4 in a row. I think we're up to 3 par 4s in a row, which is all right. This one's 504 feet, so it's a little uphill and it comes back down. Still elevation that you got to deal with. I like to take something understable. Specifically right now I'm taking the DD. I want to try to bring it to the right as much as possible. Have it finish back left. You kind of bring out the bushes at the tail end of this one straight out of the equation. It's really nice up and down, and hopefully you get birdie. But try to send it high, send it on a little flex, see what she does. Oh. That tailwind kind of stabled it out. That shouldn't be too bad though. So we ended up right over here, right where you don't want to be. This is going to bring in an overhand play, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get up to the basket or not, but we're certainly going to try. All right. Try to get her flat, try to get her far. Oh, it's looking pretty good actually. So, the fact that I had to rely on an overhand to get out of that, and there's still potential for birdie here, is absolutely astounding. Little jump putt, see what that game brings us, and I hope I get jeez. Come on, get in. Oh, a little short. It's all right, because we'll make it up on the next one. Hole number 7, it's par 3, 311 feet, goes straight, cuts into the right, and the basket's right up on top of the hill. This one you got to be a little careful on. All this stuff to the right just leads into Van Buren Pond, and if you go in there, chances are probably not seeing a disc again. Ideally what the move is, put a little hyzer. I'm not so fast driver. I'd say like an 11 speed. I'm using a Stratosphere DD1. It's 11.5 minus 1.2. And I want to do a pushing hyzer, so it flips up just a little bit, comes back in, and should be parked. I don't very often hit this line, but we're certainly going to give it a try today. Oh. You know, with the headwind, roller was probably the play. Sit down! Yeah, that was just a touch too high. The wind picked it up. And right out here, you can feel a strong old headwind. So that caught. I'm going to have make a hero putt to even have a chance at parring this. God damn it! So we got quite a walk to hole 8. And this is where we get into the wooded section. And I love this wooded section. It's really dense. There's a lot of trees to hit, but if you hit your lines, it's so satisfying. And on the way over there, you get to walk past Van Buren Pond. Hole 8, 309, par 3. Push back wall, nice little hyzer on forehand, or if you got a nice overstable that won't burn over on you. Turnover is always a good play here too. But we're gonna take the nuke. We got a tailwind, it's gonna be stable. Again, you just wanna push that back wall, and hopefully you get a big skip at the end to hopefully put you closer to the basket. This one is kind of tough for most people to birdie. We're certainly going to give it a try. Come on, don't hit nothing, don't hit nothing. Ooh, I hit a tree at the end. So we pushed the back wall a little too much. This is kind of the spot where you end up in. This ain't nothing that a flick around this big tree, maybe a nice big Annie. I'm more comfortable with a flick from this range, but it's gonna be a layup for the most part from here. Whew. Like I said, this one's pretty hard to birdie for most people, but with a nice little layup, you can get par, be just content. So I got a doubles group ahead of me. We're gonna have to wait for this one. There's no real good way to kind of hop around holes if you gotta wait for another hole to open up that you're heading to. But that ain't nothing. Do the courteous thing. Just sit back till everybody's out of the clear and shoot your shot. So I think if there ever was a picturesque hole of Van Buren, hole 9 would probably be it. This is a very beautiful tunnel shot. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. 271 feet. You got a lot of options here. You can flip up a forehand, which is super hard to do. You can flip up a backhand, arguably as hard to do. But as long as you stay straight down this gap, you're pretty much golden. But par 3, and this is ace run right here. Real quick, I'm going to compare the two cigars I have. The D-Glow color shift, and then I have a Big Z murdered out one when they first dropped. But we're gonna go D-Glow first, see how this really flies. Hey, you know, sometimes it doesn't do what you want, and it's never your fault. You just didn't grab the right disc, or you need a new one to make yourself better at the game. Here we go with the Big Z. This one's kind of my bread and butter. Oh. I didn't skip up as much as I wanted to. D-Glow kind of fell out of my hand the wrong way, but she flies good nonetheless. Nice little skip up. And the Big Z, you can't ever go wrong with. And it's right up here, leaves you about 80 feet. par it is. Alrighty. After par on hole 9, we're up to hole 10. Par 3, 234 feet. Got a nice little gap right here. What I like to do is take something super wildly overstable. Usually I like a splice, but I have my turbulence on me today. I'm gonna flex it up through this line. It's usually gonna get a good flare skip straight to the basket. But I'll show you which. I'll show you guys what I mean. Oh, unlucky log. So we got pretty unlucky log kick right here, but it does spit us right back in the middle of the fairway. From here, you can kind of pitch up. It's not really a good line to really try to go for it. Plus, if you push it too hard, it's about an 8-inch high fence line that stops you from going down into a gully. That is OB. So if you don't get up the fairway, you don't really want to overshoot it unless you're super confident in your shot. But I'm just going to take a putter, send her up there. Oh, that might go in. Oh, that was so close. I say, don't run it. That was kind of a run. That was a really soft bid, but I think it should be like 2 feet from the basket. That thing was coming in hot. Oh, I lied. We got about a 10-footer. All right, putting game hasn't been too terrible. Let's get it for par. I do really love this part of Van Buren. In the woods, it kind of follows a nature trail, and it veers off from the holes. But going to hole 11, you're just kind of greeted with this nice sight. Here's a long basket over here. Used that for the Syracuse Open not too long ago. Unfortunately, because there is woods, you just got to watch out for down logs. So, hole 11, 252 feet, straight down here, fades to the left ever so slightly. This one's a fun one. If you got a decent arm, you can take a putter, and it's going to look really pretty, flying super slowly down there. Or you can take like mid-range or fairway, 5 to 7 speed. And if it's overstable enough, you're probably going to get it down there pretty damn close to the basket. But we're going to try both off this tee. See what it does for us. Oh, that should be money. Oh, I might have overshot it. Maybe buckle down to a 5 speed if you got a little bit of arm speed. Now if you go putter, you're going to want to keep it high. It's because the glide isn't going to keep it in the air for very long. Oh, bad tree kick. That should be birdie either way. So the envy, we got a sneaky little look. I'd say probably about 40 foot out. Just gonna pick this guy up real quick. Do selfie putt from 40 feet. Oh, come on. So, like I thought, we overshot it with the D-Glow Cigarra. Now, we got about 30 foot to try to make this in for birdie. I got a tree right in my way. Unfortunately, if you do push his back wall too much, it's often going to be the case. But, oh, player 2, not so much. Oh, I hit the tripod. Oh, that was a little low. We might do player 2 on that, just to see. Shoot. What do I want? Onyx. Ooh, nah, we'll take player 1. Certainly not my finest work. I'll certainly have to pitch it up for par. Unless I can get Sneaky little spike, guys. This is my secret weapon right here. Turbulence or splice, they're relatively in the same ballpark with stability, but spike it through the woods, for me at least, it kind of does what I always want it to do. So we're gonna try a little move. Oof. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on there, but that tree that it hit is literally at the base of that basket. So we're getting there very slowly over time. So I noticed that I say so a lot, and I try to do it in an effort to have a better transition, but I feel like it gets repetitive. So maybe in future videos we'll try to change that up. It did hit that tree. It was almost chain high. I might say it might have missed it by like a few inches. We did get a nasty rollback, about 10 feet. But that ain't nothing for an amateur like myself. Number 13. This is a fun one. It's about 250, straight up, that yellow basket right there. There's an alternate position out kind of the back lines of the woods, and it goes off to the right. That one, it says is 439 feet. I'm more inclined to believe it's 600. I haven't been able to range find it to find out. But for our purposes, we're shooting for that yellow band right there. You didn't see that. But we're gonna take the trail, straight disc, straight at the basket, see what happens. She stabled up a little bit on me. It's gonna be a long putt, but we gotta look. We find ourselves in the age-old predicament of ace runs ruin scores. I have a counterpoint. Let me have my fun. I could have fun if I could putt better. So that's the end of the wooded part, and we're heading to the shop that goes over the pond. This is really scary for a lot of new people. You know, a lot of people throw nose up, stalls out, or get really worried about the distance, which is all very fair and valid points. However, just rip the disc. If you lose it in a pond, chances are it's going to end up at your local plate again, because there's always people everywhere you go. Delve down, get the disc. If you don't answer, well. So you can see how windy it is right on this lake right here. Right now it's a tailwind. It's going to stable you up a bit. No matter what, I don't care about the wind. I usually grab an overstable. Usually a driver. I'm using my PD today just because I'm pretty confident in this one. But with that tailwind, it's going to make it more stable. I'm going to go wide with it. That's kind of the secret to this one. Just keep your nose down, go a little bit wide, and certainly you will be all right. Oh. Catches the bottom plate, swings it back further. We got about 20-foot putt. We got about 30. We got still a tailwind. Bring it up high. Oh, come on. Oh. You know, at least I'm accurate. Hole 15. Hole 15, 416 feet, straight down the gully. We got another tailwind. So we're whipping out the understables. I'm probably gonna do 2 shots here. It's because I really love this hole. It's open, you can get creative with it, but ultimately, I just want to get her down there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that wind kept it right up. So we got about a 40-footer, and really all you can do at this point is try to throw it in or just lay it up for par. That's probably about as close as you're gonna get if your name is Dakota from Line Forge. So, hole 16, you got an alternate basket way up on top of the hill. That's not what we're playing. We're playing the yellow bands today. So our shot is right here at the edge. It's says 279. It's a little uphill, so we're looking probably more like 300. We got a brutal headwind right now. So ultimately, I'm gonna kind of explain my disc selection here. I don't want anything that I know is gonna turn with my arm speed. So time lapse, I know is relatively stable. It's gonna stay on the line that I put it. Might see a little bit of turn, but she's still kind of overstable even from the first edition. We're gonna try to put her up high because this wind is gonna knock it down super heavy. Wind popped her up, get a little bit of turn out of it. I'd say probably like 25 feet. So you'll notice there's a few discs out here extra than what I threw. That's because I'm an animal. I like throwing a lot of disc on fun holes. Oh, cleared it. That wasn't even close. Oh my goodness. But you'll notice that with a lot of my shots that I just like throwing. So I didn't get any footage for hole 17 and 18. I used my phone as my camera. And I didn't notice until I went to go shoot my upshot for hole 17. So I'll just explain it to you guys real quick. 17 plays off the same tee box as 1. It kind of V's off, but it's just straight uphill about 380 feet. You can get yourself in some trouble. You have the left side of the hill, you have the right side of the hill, and you could very easily go off both sides of those and probably shoot up for bogey, probably double bogey. Hole 18 is a really nice, really steep downhill shot. It's 500-foot par 3. Realistically, all you need is 3 shots to get there. That first shot's going to send you pretty much 350 to 400. You just need a nice upshot to get yourself in position for a putt. Beyond that, I really love Van Buren. I really think before you come here, you should either have good knowledge of what your shots do. You should have good knowledge of your shot shapes. There's a lot of par 4s. A lot of them are long. A lot of them are really easy to get lost in the weeds and the brush and the foliage. But other than that, spend some time, do some field work before you get here, and have fun. That's realistically all I can say. I'd say if you got a play group you've been playing with for a few months, or a couple years, or however long you've been playing disc golf, this place is going to be a really nice place for you guys to challenge yourself. Maybe have some bag tags and stuff up for grabs on this one, but really it's anybody's game. There's a lot of what I like to call great equalizer shots. You know, you can be really good at long distance, but you can't be really good in the woods, vice versa. That over the water shot can really get you good. But other than that, great I recommend. Dakota and Line Forge out.